We got over here. Let's unpack this. As I should have been a lawyer instead of a soldier, because the rule is you can't put stuff on the lawn because it'll kill it, right? So what I do, I cut back this giant hedgerow here to gain like 15 more feet of dead area, no grass, so I can play in it. Lawyered. Good Lord, nightmare vines. It's gonna take me forever to get all this back. Here to talk about horticulture, you came here to talk about toys, so let's see what we got. This tank variant with missile pods. Tank variant with really weird cannon. This tank variant with quad cannons. Variant with non-3D printed missiles. Tank with dual cannon upgrade. Oh, that got chipped off. Let's fix that. Turret was actually a misprint in size, so I slapped it on there because it fit on perfectly. That's just that weird cannon again, but gray and green this time. Still more in this bag of goodies. Battle Crick, you've seen the Carms, which is just the Whirlwind G.I. Joe on top of a painted snowcat. Focus, get into focus. For the Whirlwind cannons, I dremeled off that back lip piece there so they actually fit into the back of the snowcat there. I've seen is this quad cannon, 3D printed and put on the snowcat. Snowcat with some light artillery. Every one of these is thorns. Terrible for play area. Snowcat with Mean Dog missile pods. I don't know if I love this one. It's kind of cool for like a mini MLRS. We'll see if it survives. He kept saying tanks. I thought that his tank wasn't a tank. No, it is. Do you know why? Because it looks like a tank and it acts like a tank, and the nation that uses it treats it like a tank. So therefore, it's a tank. It really matters because it's pedantic whether you call it a tank or not, but in this case, these act as light tanks. About this little guy for a second here. It's got 4 barrels on either side, right? Which don't have a lot of length to them at all. So it's almost like these are auto cannons, really, instead of like anti-tank or anti-armor. They'd be more against personnel or vehicles. There's this missile pod at the top. It's angled up, so I'm going to use it as some sort of interceptor or active defense against incoming threats. Turned off 3 of those bad boys. I kept these 2 black because, I don't know, I didn't even paint this. I just left it black because it just looks cool with the original hiss bodies. I'm going to leave it like that. Hisses, I kind of start just matching the snowcats as far as color and design. These cannons are a little bit beefier here, maybe 80, 90 millimeter, I'm not sure. To have some anti-armor capabilities to be able to fight other tanks potentially. Aren't 3D printed G.I. Joe fans will be horrified to realize that these are from the Defiant Space Shuttle. Yes, you can still see the red on the inside there. I had the Defiant Space Shuttle complex, and over the years it's just gotten completely obliterated from each moves. But I saved the cannons, and I'm glad I did, because they're pretty cool for these his tanks. Nope. You'll know that these ones are falling off, but this bad boy over here, I 3D printed, did not. Whoop! Shut up. Well, the secret's out. So what I did is I actually capped that turret with a, what's it called, like a light lemonade cap that goes in there. There's magnets in the bottom of this, and they can go ka-chick, and that allows this to still turn on the top of that. And if it gets blown up and come off, I did need to spray paint that, obviously. These bad boys are perfect. They're exactly the size for his tank. It was really uncanny how well that worked out. That was pretty amazing. It just perfectly fit right in there. I actually used this turret for the Axi IFVs. I beefed it a little more because I printed this one small, and I tested it out. I was like, oh, it fits on the his tank perfectly. I was like, okay, it's not going to exactly match. Just get over it. It fits perfectly, looks cool, and it can be used again for like an anti-tank weapon. Maybe these are anti-tank missiles in here as well. These designs I was playing with, all I did was take, it's not the Equalizer, it's the little Marauder vehicle, the tiny one in the armadillo body, and I just shoved it into the existing his tank clip, and crammed it in there, and there you go. It's got 6 tubes ready to fire. It doesn't actually go, and that's going to go there. I think this goes to that guy. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of lore bore for you. So even though the Helate Guard will be using these in the next battle, they're actually Raditz made. It's a different nation we haven't introduced yet. Come out here, it's something. It's mosquitoes, it's the heat. This time it's both those things, and now I've added thorns. Look at this wonderful mix. Why do I come outside? It's because I need the space for all this stuff, that's right. Whoops, this one's definitely a different shade. All right, I can repaint that. I've done this over months, so you kind of forget what you're doing after a while. Anyways, yeah, just some 105 artillery pieces here, right? So that's some light, short range, well, relatively short range, maybe medium range. There's 4 guns of 105. That's kind of your medium artillery here. Very similar to the US, like towed artillery pieces. This is something that's at the battalion level. In this case, it's been dropped down to the company for this next attack. So they have some artillery fires just straight dedicated to them. 4 guns. have the canopy for this? I have no idea. And there's his thing. I have no idea where it went. I usually spray paint it one piece at a time, so I don't know how they got separated. These whirling death cannons are designed to shoot down low aircraft, stop armored vehicles, not tanks, but armored vehicles like APCs or maybe armored trucks or IFVs, and then also just absolutely mess up some infantry. Yeah, this is weird too. I have a matte sealer that I put on this, and when it dries, it came out white, so I think it was just bad. I'm gonna toss it and get a different one here. This bad boy, it's just a quad cannon. They're, I don't know, they look like auto cannons. Like those are too big to be machine guns. Hold on. Those are just too big to be machine guns. So maybe there's some sort of auto cannon. They're too small to be anti-armor. So I'm just gonna use them as anti-vehicle or anti-infantry. I don't really want to mess around with trying to figure out how to get this to rotate high enough to be anti-aircraft. But yeah, and the trick for this one too, just another lemonade cap. I'm gonna put it down, screw it into there, and then boop. Gives it enough rise to be able to get over the canopy and be able to fire. See, here's one not spray painted. Cap goes in there. Ta-da! I made 3 of these. I got extra. Oh, I've got plenty of it. What the hell? I don't know if you heard that. Somebody just cracked my phone from the trees. The forest is fighting back because I cut into it. Where's this canopy? How did this happen? I sprayed them all in pieces. Whatever. Here's 2 of the rocket ones. Again, these can be for our artillery. Just some nice MLRS. Just fire off and shatter a grid square, right? To be able to support this main attack here. 3 of these are those quad cannons. 3 CARMs with the whirly death. 4 artillery. 2 rockets. And a bunch of a hiss. Light tank variants with, these are gonna be definitely anti-tank. These are not used for indirect fire. This is pointed direct fire to knock out heavy armor. Guys, you look cool, but I don't really see you surviving. Damn it, I just broke this guy's arm trying to take his back about off. Man, these old Joy Toy, luckily they came with spare joints, but it's a pain in the butt that I had to go through that effort. Like, all I was trying to do is take his back off. I'm terrified to do that with these other guys. Well, I managed to do it off camera, so you wouldn't see me weeping in case they broke. God. I decided to do this today because it was cooler out, but cooler does not mean cool. My humor is rapidly depreciating the longer I sit on this heat. This is a cartel member who's on Helate. It's a different faction on Helate, still working to defend the planet. They have bought imported Raditz equipment, which is a whole different nation that's not even involved in this conflict, in order to fight off the attackers. So these are going to be the Raditz, idiot. These are going to be the cartel crew members that are operating Raditz equipment in this next battle. Thank God. I'm in the shade of my deck now, I can actually breathe. We just have to put up the air conditioning unit behind me, but still, that's for you to suffer, not me. And I forgot for that attack, there's going to be some infantry in support. I need to bring these boys and girls out there. I actually play with these APCs. I usually just use them as like a carrying case, like you would back in the day, right? Just dump a ton in there. I have so many of these. I do like playing with these German half-tracks, though. They're sweet. I have a bunch of them, and I always use them for whatever nation has the least technology, right? So if they're behind everybody else, because, you know, it's World War II and it's open, it's kind of goofy, but it just is symbolic of the fact that, hey, you're not as good as us, so you're using old crap. But then I get to play with these fun toys. Yeah, that one, huh? It's got a PAC 40 on the top of it. Nice. A morbid thought just occurred to me as I was starting to load these guys into here. These vehicles are going to have packed infantry along with those tanks that are going to assault a hill. And I kind of don't want to go through the effort of putting individual soldiers in there. Hear me out now. Because, oh, that thing stopped. Because I'm pretty sure these APCs are going to get hit and blown up. And we're going to have to roll to see how many survive. So I feel like it's a waste of time to put all the infantry in there if only 2 dudes are going to end up crawling out of them. Yeah, it's not the biggest confidence from a commander, but, you know, just trying to be a realist here. I decided to do instead, split the difference. So I loaded one, and I'm just gonna put some camo netting over this other one. See, there's no one inside there. As long as you don't dime me out, no one will know. This pack material will be able to spray paint this and act as camo netting. Put that over this bad boy here, and there you go. Go play and join your other fodder. I mean, comrades. Uh-oh, something's coming to kill me. Let's go see what it is. Hello? Werewolf? This is funny paranoia. Not that a werewolf is going to get me. So that someone's going to come and grab all my toys. Please don't come grab my toys. There's camo netting over this. You can't tell there's a cannon in here. A couple twigs on it to actually give it some sort of shape. You might be like, what about the rain and the sun? Well, I use these tarps to try and kill all this grass over here in the garden, right? So I don't have to keep mowing it down. I'm gonna put this bad boy over those bad boys. Other than going to Iraq and Afghanistan with me, this is my props trunk. That's where I keep all the stuff for the next games. Night night. Really blends in. My wife will never see it. Can't even really see that. Not noticeable at all.
Play with your toys.